Something is wrong with our forests. They're falling silent. It happened just last Tuesday, in a small town nestled deep within the woods. One moment, the night was alive with the chorus of crickets and the calls of owls. The next, absolute silence. No birds, no insects, not even the rustle of leaves in the wind. The silence was so deep, so unnatural, it was deafening. The residents felt it in their bones, a primal fear that something ancient and essential had just vanished. This isn't just a story from one isolated town. Similar reports are trickling in from all over the world. A hiker in the Black Forest of Germany described the trees as holding their breath. A researcher in the Amazon reported an unnerving stillness that descended like a blanket over the jungle. What is causing this widespread, eerie phenomenon? And what does it mean for us? The first documented case of the Great Silence, as scientists are beginning to call it, can be traced back to a remote village in the Pacific Northwest. The local sheriff's log from that night is chilling. It reads, 22:03 received multiple calls about a sudden quiet. Callers described it as sound being sucked out of the air. Investigated the wood's edge. The silence is complete. Feels like the world is holding its breath. No signs of animal life. It's not just quiet. It's empty. That night, the town's dogs refused to go outside, cowering and whimpering by their doors. The next morning, the forest remained silent. Not a single bird sang at dawn. The usual deer that grazed in the meadows were gone. It was as if every living creature had simply vanished overnight. Scientists are scrambling for answers, and the theories are as varied as they are unsettling. One leading hypothesis points to a new form of environmental stressor, something we haven't encountered before. Could it be a subtle atmospheric change, a shift in the Earth's magnetic field that's disrupting animal navigation and communication? Animals, especially birds and insects, are incredibly sensitive to their environment. A slight change that we might not even notice could be a cataclysmic event for them. Imagine a radio signal jamming all frequencies at once. That's what this could be like for the animal kingdom. They can't hear each other. They can't find mates. They can't warn of predators. So they fall silent. They hide, or they flee. Another, more controversial theory delves into the idea of collective consciousness among animal species. Some biologists are exploring the possibility that a widespread threat is being communicated through a network we don't yet understand. This isn't about telepathy in the human sense, but a more primal instinctual warning system. Perhaps a new predator is emerging, one so efficient and widespread that the only survival strategy is absolute stillness and silence. Or maybe the threat isn't a predator at all. Maybe it's us, the constant encroachment of human activity, the noise pollution, the light pollution. Could it be that we've finally pushed the natural world past its breaking point? That the silence isn't an absence of life, but a protest, a unified, desperate plea for us to stop? Historical accounts and folklore from around the world contain tales of silent nights. Ancient texts from various cultures describe rare occasions when the wild world would suddenly go quiet, often seen as a precursor to a great change, a celestial event, or a warning from the gods. Indigenous elders have spoken of the hush, a time when the spirits of the forest would retreat, demanding respect and reverence. These stories were often dismissed as myth, but in light of recent events, researchers are re-examining them. Are we witnessing a cyclical event that our ancestors understood better than we do? Are these silences a natural, albeit rare, part of the planet's rhythm? Or is this time different? The scale and speed of the current phenomenon suggests something unprecedented. The ecological fallout is already beginning. Without insects to pollinate, crops are starting to fail on the edges of these silent zones. Without birds to control pest populations, farmers are reporting swarms of destructive insects in adjacent areas. The delicate web of life is being torn apart, thread by thread. It's a stark reminder that we are not separate from nature. We are intrinsically part of it. When the forest goes silent, it's a warning bell for all of humanity. The food chain is a domino effect. When one piece falls, the rest are sure to follow. We rely on these intricate systems for our own survival, for clean air, clean water, and the food on our tables. But what can we, as individuals, do? It can feel overwhelming. But the first step is always awareness. It starts with listening. Step outside tonight. What do you hear? Do you hear the crickets, the wind, the distant sounds of life? Cherish it. Document it. Pay attention to the soundscape of your local environment. Report any unusual changes. Support local and global conservation efforts. These organizations are on the front lines, working to protect habitats and understand the threats our planet faces. Reduce your own environmental footprint. Less noise, less light pollution, less consumption. It may seem small, but collective action begins with individual choice. We need to become stewards of our world, not just consumers. The night the forest went silent is not just a spooky story. The silence is spreading, and we don't know why or how to stop it. But our own silence, our own inaction, is the greatest danger of all. We must raise our voices for those who have lost theirs. We must be the sound that breaks the silence. What do you think is causing this phenomenon? Share your theories and experiences in the comments below. Let's start a conversation, because finding the answer might just be the key to our collective survival. If you found this thought-provoking, please like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. Thank you for watching.